Okay, has it started?
Yes.
All right, I'm setting the timer. We're doing the 5-minute no cuss-a-thon for charity. So we're not cussing for the first 5 minutes of the podcast. No cussing.
No cussing, no adult topics. Just good.
Childish topics. This thing might get on YouTube Kids or something.
Well, I don't think we want to.
We're going to have to put this for kids.
No,
because there's no cussing.
We're not making it for kids. After the 5 minutes, it's a regular podcast, but we shouldn't make a show for children within the first 5 minutes. Do you think a parent would put this on and see us two and then just leave their kid? They would watch 30 seconds.
I look pretty trustworthy. I'm wearing a Comedy Store shirt because I got to go to work.
So they'd see you and be like, well, this guy...
But they wouldn't know what to say about you.
Sunglasses and a gold chain obviously has a job.
Yeah.
And they'd see us for 30 seconds. They'd go, they aren't cussing. They would sit their 3-year-old down,
cussing.
Then just walk away and be like, I'm sure the rest will be fine.
Well, they're probably going to pick their kid up at 5 minutes because you can't leave a baby unattended for...
We'll bleep it. It's fine. I think it's fun.
Couldn't even go a minute and 15 seconds.
See? And you say I'm crass. And you say I'm crass and I use foul language too much.
But this isn't on stage.
But look at you.
This isn't on stage. I barely
I think it's even
stage.
worse to do it off stage because you're normalizing it in regular conversation. If I say something crass on stage, then it's a performance. He's being ridiculous. He's a buffoon. He's a clown.
People think you're a buffoon and a clown.
People look up to you and model.
They do emulate.
And model their conversations off of how you speak, especially the kids that watch this podcast. 9-year-olds are going to school, throwing out, who knows what.
F-bombs. And
yeah, man. Yeah. Not cool. Not okay. Something to think about.
I'll think about it.
Okay? Because it's not a good way to act. People don't like it. And there's a whole generation of kids looking up to you.
Yep.
Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha does need to learn from their elders. Gen Z.
We should start, most people don't do this until they're like 50, but we should start in mid to late 20s talking about how the youngins need to learn some respect. Even though the youngins...
They're always saying goo-goo?
Yeah, exactly. We're upset. They don't know how to talk to people, and everybody's like, well, they're 9. But they don't understand nothing. They ain't even buy their own clothes.
Yeah. Some of them are born addicted to...
We can't talk about... We don't do that in the first 5 minutes. That's not funny to us. In the first 5 minutes...
We're going to have to bleep both bleep and bleep.
This is a really cool... If we do this for 3 months, we might be able to get this podcast shown to other people.
Eventually.
So for the next 3 months, lock in for the first 5 minutes, and then we can have some fun.
Yeah.
But right now, first 5 minutes, good boy time, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
It's all about good boy time.
So we got 2 minutes of no cussing.
2 more minutes left to talk about real stuff. I don't know. I was thinking today, this is...
Yeah,
well, we can't just meander.
We totally can
We can't just do 5 minutes of like, what
are we supposed to talk about?
What if for the first 5 minutes we just go, Yahoo!
It would totally be YouTube Kids then.
A baby would love that, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, a baby would actually like that.
People are just going to be like, skip to minute 5 of Dagnabbit Boys. That's when it starts getting cooking.
I was thinking, truly, I was thinking of an idea, though, that's appropriate for, I think I should make a book that's life hacks for guys who are not cool to be around.
Okay.
I got my first one. It's treat other people like the phone. The phone has information, topics, and things you disagree with, and you use it when you're bored and nervous. And so if you go into a room of people, instead of going on your phone, go up to a human and then use them like a phone.
You could also treat people like a lamp. You could turn them on, and they bright up the room, and you got to replace them sometimes. You got to replace them. You got to replace them because you kept them on for too long.
What are some life hacks you have for guys that are not cool to be around?
We're going to have to wait for a couple seconds for my life hacks.
Okay. You don't have any that you could...
I have no clean ones.
You don't have
all
any...
my life hacks...
All your life hacks are dirty? They're all crass, dirty life hacks?
I do have a lot of really filthy life hacks.
Yeah.
Let's give it another minute to be safe.
Okay. But
I mean, we're on 5 minutes, but I don't know how this podcast is going to be cut.
But that's my idea.
All right.
So
So we're going to get to these dirty life hacks once we hit 6 minutes.
I got to figure out how to talk to people and be more likable.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's not working for me where you talk to people, but then you say some really effed up stuff without
I think it
thinking
works
about
for you. I had somebody text me today, and they were like, everybody loves Shane.
Who
I've had
texted you
several, I'll tell you later. I've had several conversations about Shane where I walk up and people just say, do you know Shane Bianchi?
Oh,
And then we just talk about how much we like Shane Bianchi.
that's nice.
And I
That's
said,
nice.
yeah, people love Shane.
We got 10 seconds and I'm getting into my life
They were
hacks.
telling me I should have more swagger, and I was like, well, I don't want to hear this.
They told you needed more swagger?
And then I meditated so I wouldn't be angry today.
You need to get a chain.
I don't think I look good in a chain.
We're at 6 minutes. Skull fucking. Life hack number 1. You want to improve your fucking blowjobs? Fucking have sex with the fucking mouth hard.
Welcome. Welcome to the show. Dun, dun, dun.
Here we're at the dirty hour now.
Yeah, now it's
We
late
got
night.
55 minutes of crudity.
Welcome to, now it's just for the absolute dogs and the dregs of society, for the sailors.
It's all about drugs, sex, violence, and encouraging self-harm.
Okay, I don't know if we can say that ever.
We're against encouraging self-harm.
Is that how you become successful? You just have no wants to make jokes like that?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
How does that work?
I don't know. The last good dirty guy. It feels like all the good dirty guys are doing Rogan stuff.
There's all these crass podcasts that exist. How do those happen?
They were made years ago.
But now is the best time to start a podcast.
Yeah, because there's not enough podcasts.
There's not enough. Everybody knows what they are. And everybody agrees that they're collectively good for society.
I was trying to explain a podcast to somebody the other day. They didn't know what it was. I said, imagine if two guys were talking. And they're like, kind of like right now. And I was like, no, interesting.
Was it an older person?
It was one of them Gen Alphas.
Oh, you were talking to a kid?
I was talking to a child.
You were
There's
explaining to a child.
There's a school near my apartment.
You
so
walked over.
I have some pretty conversations with children.
You walked over.
I practice talking to girls on children.
Oh. Wait, like you wait for kids, like they're getting picked up by their parents, and you just
Oh, no parents allowed.
you can't talk to kids and say no parents allowed.
That's how I start it.
You go up,
They said, I'm waiting for my parents, and you're like, no.
no parents allowed.
Let's go behind these bushes.
And then you talk to them,
Yeah. What else would I do behind the
and
bushes?
then you just chat them up.
Yeah.
How do you start a conversation with a kid? What's like your opener?
Nice binky.
Pinky?
Binky.
Bink. These are babies.
They're very small.
You're talking to babies. Why is a baby alone?
Because they're going to baby school.
They're going to like preschool.
Yeah, they're
going into,
learning how
like-
to do baby stuff.
You're
you
going
think
into,
a
like-
baby can put on a diaper by itself?
No.
How do you think they get diapers on?
Their mommies put them on?
They're what?
Their mommies.
Oh, okay. You want a mentally ill woman to put them on.
Not all mommies are mentally ill.
What are you, pro cop or something? Not all mommies?
That's your view of it. Somebody says they talk about their mom and you just go, I'm so sorry. You know how moms can be.
Always doing crazy stuff.
You're always worried they're going to kill you.
Yep.
That's the way moms are.
Oh, a mom. Do you mean a person that comes into your life and might kill you? A person that gives birth to you and might kill you.
I got lunch with my mom yesterday.
Yeah, would you eat diarrhea?
Close. We had guacamole. It was great. It was tableside guacamole.
That's pretty racist of you to say that guacamole is close to diarrhea.
There's a lot of foods that are close to diarrhea. Chili, that's closer than guacamole.
That's also Hispanic.
Not really. Chili?
Chili.
Chilies, but like beef chili? I don't think Mexicans invented.
Yes, they did.
They did.
Invented the cheeseburger?
No.
Who invented the cheeseburger?
Whites.
Okay. I guess we're a whites podcast.
No, I mean, we have a lot of love for the Mexican community. I love guacamole. I made
Yep.
that very clear.
Love the people.
Do you ever get tableside guacamole?
Yeah, I very rarely go to Mexican restaurants out here, though.
It's very exciting.
Where'd you go? Salsa and beer?
No, we went to Soli Luna.
Oh, okay.
It's in the valley. Check out Soli Luna.
Check out Salsa and beer. I had it for the first time with my mom. It's pretty good.
Take your mom to a Mexican restaurant if you haven't in a while. All moms love Mexican restaurants.
And you probably live in LA if you're listening to the podcast.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun for your mom to go to a Mexican restaurant. And if you don't live in LA, then it will be even more fun for your mom to go to the Mexican restaurant because it's not a, it's the.
Yeah.
You're in Idaho, and there's one. And it's run by a guy named Ricky who used to have a coke addiction and is still kind of struggling with it and has sex
But he's
with
doing
some
good
of
now.
He's doing okay. I mean, he's a manager.
He's still philandering.
Yeah, he's a manager.
But how you can't take the philandering out of the businessman.
You kind of can't.
Yeah.
Seems to be a real issue with those guys. Guys that love business also love grabbing.
Yeah. There's two things I love, business and cheating on my wife.
I love setting up a schedule for the servers, and I love trying to have sex with some of those servers who are on the schedule. And the schedule will reflect the ones I'm having sex with.
I give them the best shifts.
You might notice who I'm having sex with by the schedule.
The ones making the most money. So I make more money.
Restaurant managers are kind of like pimps because they have sex with one server and then that server works there for 20 years and then they become sort of the bottom bitch of the servers. But then they have like new servers who they need the old bottom bitch server to train.
You know, I think restaurant managers are kind of like lamps.
Okay.
You turn them on.
Yeah.
They bright up the room. And they get replaced sometimes.
You think managers lighten up a room. So when you meet somebody that's a restaurant manager, you're like, that's awesome.
I get super excited. I love restaurants. That. I love going to places and eating.
Oh, I love...
You facilitate that?
You make that happen? You make sure all that runs smoothly for a guy like me?
A punk? You make it so even punks can eat out?
Even punks with bad attitudes and stupid ideas can come in and get an enchilada in a timely manner?
I know my forehead's weird. Thank you, sir.
Do you not like your forehead?
I don't know. I was just thinking of something. I love my own body. And I'm going to train people to start loving it too.
What does that mean?
I mean, eventually society is going to give in and admit that I have the perfect body.
Okay, that's better than what I thought you meant.
I'm body positive.
Kind of sounded like grooming.
I'm body positive, which means that my body is beautiful.
That your body is positively the best.
My specific body is awesome.
Well, what you should do to train people is you should post a picture of yourself shirtless in the mirror every day.
Oh my God, they would hate that.
Well, they do now because you haven't trained them to think it's perfect. But if you post it every day, it'll be the body that people are so addicted to social media. It'll be the body that they see the most. So when they think of bodies and normal bodies and ideal bodies, they'll think of your body.
People think that makes sense because when people think bodies, they think sex. So if they think of me as bodies, they think of me as sex.
And when a person's sitting in their house going, who should I have sex with next? I just finished my last sexual partner. I need a new one. And they'll go, oh, Shane.
Yeah.
I've seen his body so much.
Why don't I see more of it?
Why don't I see more of it? And the body I've seen, I'm already so used to.
And I should show him mine. See if we can,
And
compare.
I could show him my body.
See if we can make notes on how to improve mine.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of women you find attractive following you on social media?
No.
Would you say over 10 maybe?
No.
None of the women who follow you find attractive.
That's why I need more women to follow me.
So women who are watching this podcast, you probably already follow Shane. Do something.
Uggos.
You damn butterfaces watching the podcast. Just know,
I would love a butterface to follow me.
First off, Shane has no interest in you because I don't know why, but he's sick of it.
We're friends.
We're just friends.
Shane is get over it.
Just friends with you, and you kind of need to drop it because it's affecting the relationship. But what you need to do is tell your other friends who are women and who are
if you fucking have any.
If you have any, maybe you don't.
Maybe you don't because you're fucking a pick me.
Yeah, because you're such a pick me. You're really going in on the
women that follow me.
On the women that follow you. But tell your friends who are women, hey, I have a new guy.
I've heard of this new guy.
There's this guy you can follow. He posts pictures of his body. He also posts some videos of him being funny, so you can see what his body's like and what his humor's like. And if you like both those things, and maybe you could lay with him.
Yeah, and I'm a bad boy too.
And he's also
I'm also a bad boy. Some people would, people have used the word edgelord referring to me twice in the last 3 weeks. If you like bad boys, I guess that's what it is now.
Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as like a motorcycle riding, like kind of badass smoking cigarettes kind of guy, but there are guys that like say stuff in a conversation where everybody kind of thinks it's funny but doesn't feel comfortable continuing the joke.
Yeah, I kind of make people too scared to be themselves.
So like if you like Grease and John Travolta, this is
John Travolta.
This is the modern version.
Yeah, if you love John Travolta, which, if you love Scientology, I'm a Scientologist.
Is that new?
No, I've been a Scientologist this whole time.
Really?
That's why I moved to LA, dumbass. That's why I moved to East Hollywood, the capital of Scientology.
It's just surprising you would hang out with me because I'm not a Scientologist.
You aren't?
No.
You were born here.
Yeah.
You're born in LA.
Yeah, but not everybody.
You don't follow the religion?
No.
It's all bullshit anyway. I just do it because I'm addicted to spending money.
Yeah, you're like the Scientologist who's just sort of culturally Scientologist, not like you're not practicing.
Yeah, all I do is kidnap little kids. I don't follow the religion.
Yeah, you just do the stuff. You eat Scientologist food, like pastrami.
Bagels.
Yeah.
I ate bagels. I eat hummus. All the Scientology foods.
Yeah. Matzo ball soup.
Communion wafers.
Oh, okay.
And the body and blood of Christ. And we eat that because we hate God. And we're evil.
Scientology's symbol is cool. It's just a cross with a circle around it. They just copy it so people from other countries think it's church.
Yeah. And then the theme song, Christ Punks Fuck Off.
Christ Punks. Did I tell you about when I took a tour of a Scientology? It was an L. Ron Hubbard Life Museum in Hollywood, and we took a tour when we were like teenagers. And the lady leading us around was like a Chinese woman who got here like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And, they hire those people, then they get them to work pretty much for free in these museums. And I remember during the tour, I was like, have they told you about the aliens yet? And she was like, what? And she like hadn't heard of it. And I was like, yeah, like the core of this belief is that there's like a bunch of aliens. She's like, no, I haven't heard about that. And I wonder if she got out,
Yeah, maybe. You could have shown her on your phone that South Park episode.
Yeah, that's the only reason I said that. It was a Chinese national who was in Scientology butting up against a young white who had watched South Park.
Those are the most dangerous men in society. Any white guy that's seen South Park or listened to Eminem.
Yeah.
I had a shower thought earlier about Eminem.
What was it?
He's really confusing me because he keeps saying my name is Slim Shady.
But it's not.
And he also says his name is Marshall.
But then the album says Eminem.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was so pissed the other day because I put in an Eminem CD.
Apparently, and then he has a Marshall CD.
And then this guy started talking and he was like, I'm Slim Shady. I am Slim Shady. You are listening to Slim Shady. And I was like, well, obviously there was some sort of mix up at the CD plant.
Yeah,
I got the wrong CD.
Yeah, you got some sort of Slim Shady CD, and he is saying some messed up stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to listen to Eminem talk about his crazy upbringing, but then this guy Slim Shady's just being really disrespectful.
And you know how the album starts? He's like, public service announcement. Why is that in a CD? A public service announcement.
Yeah. I thought he was going to tell me about a flood that was coming up.
And he just calls us like a bitch and stuff.
Yeah, I was like, okay, public service announcement. I bet it's useful. I'll listen up. Maybe it's going to rain in LA. And then he was like, you're a bitch. And I was like, is the whole city hearing this?
Yeah, I don't know if somebody hacked. I thought it was like an Amber Alert type thing.
I think somebody hacked my CD.
Yeah.
Hackers now are getting so good that they can hack into a CD that's in my CD drive.
Yeah.
A whole drive of CDs.
I freaking love CDs.
I buy all these Eminem CDs, and every single one of them is defective.
It's probably an LA thing.
It's either some guy named Slim or some guy named Marshall.
And there's also this guy named Ken Kniff.
And I'm not trying to listen to that either.
He's just a gay guy, I guess. I'm not trying to listen to Ken Kniff. I'm trying to listen to Eminem and not have to hear about... This Marshall guy is also a whiner.
The Marshall guy's all fucking pissed.
Marshall guy's just sad.
Somebody needs to talk to Eminem about
I
his...
think they're all from Detroit. Marshall, Slim Shady, and Eminem. That's probably where the confusion comes from.
That's why I think there was the mix-up, because they think there's only one rapper from Detroit, but there are multiple.
Yeah, haven't you guys ever heard of Kid Rock?
It's like the king of white rappers. They got Eminem, Marshall Mathers, Slim Shady, Ken Kniff, and Kid Rock.
That's my top 5.
Probably my top 5. My top 3 would be Eminem, Slim Shady, and Marshall Mathers.
Yes.
Those would be my top 3. I don't think anybody beats those guys. And it's almost hard to pick...
Ken Kniff comes pretty close.
Ken Kniff comes close. It's hard to pick a favorite out of those, though, because they're all so similar.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder who was influenced by who.
I don't know. I think they came up together.
Oh, okay.
I think they just came up together, and then that's just... I don't know. I was also...
I also think it's weird. Eminem is kind of weird, because Marshall's last name is Mathers.
So it's like a weird coincidence.
It's a weird coincidence. Yeah, and then Slim Shady is SS, too. So that's also a different...
And if you look at... I Googled Slim Shady.
And Ken Kniff is KK.
I think Slim Shady's related to Eminem. Because I looked up pictures of him.
Oh, you think
I looked
twins.
up a picture of Slim Shady, and I looked up a picture of Eminem. I guess Google's also confused.
Yeah.
Because they show a picture of the same guy. But they have different names. So it's not the same guy. I don't know. The same thing happens. Like, I was trying to listen to Andy Kaufman, and then the whole album was this other really gross comedian, Tony Clifton.
I do not like... What is up with this guy? I think he's like friends with Andy or something.
I don't know why Andy likes Tony Clifton. But Tony Clifton is crude, and he smokes, and he's like rude to the audience. And Andy Kaufman's like a goof. He's like a funny, silly guy.
Yeah.
But then he has this friend, Tony, who he, I guess, promoted a lot.
And there's also another guy that looks a lot like Andy Kaufman that does a foreign accent.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah, it's not... I don't know.
And then he was on a TV show.
He's on SNL.
He was on a whole TV show for it. It doesn't make any sense.
And Taxi. He was on Taxi,
I don't
too.
know.
I don't know.
It's like so many CDs.
It feels like that guy got more success than Andy Kaufman.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, why are you not just giving it to Andy? He looks just like the guy, and he's funnier than this guy. This guy just talks like a dummy.
The manager of these guys should... I guess Andy's their manager or something.
I don't know. I guess stupidity gets rewarded in this town.
Yeah.
And I have so many bunk CDs. I bought a Richard Pryor CD. All of a sudden, there's this other guy, Mudbone, who's just telling all these stories about living in the South and then coming up north. And it's like, I just wanted to listen to stand-up comedy, but he's telling this whole story about a fat lady and how he put his feet in a bucket and how his feet got too small, and then he beat up the lady and he beat up her monkey, and then...
That just sounds awful. That sounds really dark and depressing.
It was so dark because his feet got too big, he beat up the lady, and then his feet got too small, and he said you can still see the guy, he's the guy with little tiny feet.
You know, this reminds me of something I did recently. So I wanted to, my favorite actor is Will Smith, right?
Of course, yeah. You always talk about Will Smith.
I bought this DVD. It has Will Smith on the front. It says Will Smith on it. I watched a movie. It's this guy named Hitch.
Like, what is that?
It's an entirely different guy named Hitch that looks a lot like, I don't want to sound racist, but they look a lot.
No, I understand. I've had that confusion because I've confused Will Smith with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't do that to black people.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's racist.
Yeah.
But,
the most fucked up one for me was thinking, remember Donkey from Shrek?
Yeah.
Thought it was Chris Rock.
Oh, that's not cool.
Wait, no, that was
it's Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Now you actually did the thing.
I actually did the thing.
I don't know. Yeah,
I thought it. I was trying
to
remember because their voices are similar.
I'm a big Brando fan, so I bought this movie with Marlon Brando in it. But then I'm watching it, and everybody's calling him the Godfather.
I guess maybe he's Marlon Brando's godfather or something.
And I was like, that's Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
Whose godfather is he to? Is there a little girl or boy being raised in the church that he's taking care of? Because the movie's not about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm a big fan of Jack Nicholson, and then I watched this movie, and he was getting called The Shining. Who the hell is The Shining?
I mean, who is that? Why is he living in a hotel? Is this Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
Well, let me tell you, they weren't having a sweet life.
No, it is not. I do want to give a quick recommendation to anybody that is thinking about watching The Shining because they're a fan of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and they love hotel-based comedies. this is not a comedy. It's not funny, and it's not.
It's kind of the opposite of a comedy. I don't know what you would call that, where it tries to scare
I've never
you.
heard of that.
Yeah, it tries to
I've
scare
never heard
you.
of that. I was scared.
Yeah.
And I was scared, and I was thinking to myself, why am I scared? I'm supposed to be laughing. I'm supposed to be laughing at the antics that can happen within a hotel. Stanley Kubrick is such an idiot because he had such an opportunity.
Yeah.
There's so much fun to have in an empty hotel. They could have slid down the stairs on baskets. You know, they could have used the stairs as slides because there's no other customers there, so you're not going to bother them. They could have made a huge cake they have this big kitchen.
And the elevator, you know, having so much fun on the elevator, blood comes out.
Why is there blood in the elevator?
I don't know. I've never been in a hotel that's bleeding before.
Could be a prank, which is kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
That could be kind of fun. And then it's annoying because they find these other people who live in the hotel. Like there's this nice old woman and also this attractive woman who I guess live in the same room. And then there's these two little girls, but they're not fun at all. And
they're spooky.
Two little girls could get up to so much fun mischief in a hotel, and they just don't.
They're kind of like Zack and Cody. Their versions of Zack and Cody are way off.
The Zack and Codys in The Shining they're kind of off-putting, a little rude, I think, but they are twins who live in a hotel. So I did like that part, and that part did make me smile. I do like that part. But the Mr. Mosby, who I guess is played by Jack Kerouac, is much different. But they call him The Shining in the movie. Everybody they say, hey, Mr. Shining.
Jack Kerouac?
Sorry, Nicholson.
Nicholson, okay.
Yeah.
Nicholson May.
Sorry, I just have a writer's brain.
Jack Nicholson May.
I like that. How do we get that going?
I don't know. Oh, another one before we move on. You know how I love faces? Like people's faces, especially women's faces, that I find very attractive.
Yeah.
I tried to watch this movie about faces called Faces of Death.
Ugh.
Just people dying.
I know.
And those are the worst types of faces, is dead ones.
No, I was watching that too. I thought it was just going to be like sort of a documentary on
faces,
beautiful women's faces, and like what happens when you put makeup on them. And then I thought I would see women put makeup on and be like, oh, I feel pretty and like feel good.
And maybe we get see some butts.
Maybe
if we get lucky with the movie. Maybe there's like an X-rated cut of the movie. You could see some butts or something.
I like when they release the X-rated cuts with butts.
I don't like the X-rated cut of Shrek where you see Shrek's butt. No. I'm not really into Shrek's butt.
No, those aren't the kind of butts I like. I like the butts that are connected to like a pretty lady who also thinks you're handsome.
All the actresses in movies, almost none of them think we're handsome.
I don't think any of the actresses in movies think we're handsome. I can't think of
They might think we're interesting. They probably like us for our thoughts.
I hope so.
Because how else are we going to meet them?
I'd love to go on a date with an actress from a movie.
Yeah.
Don't think any of them think I'm handsome.
And some of my friends have already called dibs.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've had friends that have called dibs on all sorts of famous actresses.
I was dating a girl for a couple months, but we weren't like serious yet. And then my friend called dibs, and I had to just give her up. And she didn't want to date him, and she wanted to keep dating me. And she said she was in love with me, but my friend called dibs, and so now they're married, which sucks because she's not happy, and I'm definitely not happy. I hate dibs.
I called dibs on Kamala Harris, and then she didn't get elected. So because the whole country was like, well, Shane already called dibs.
You called dibs on her. You can't vote for a lady that a guy already called dibs on her.
Yeah, what? She's going to think we're hitting on her.
It doesn't. And I was talking to Torrio the other day. He's a comedian.
I called dibs on him.
Well,
as a friend.
Here's the thing about Torrio, though. I was telling him that my roommate is a woman, and he immediately said dibs. And so now I have to move out.
He could have been saying Gibbs.
He could have been talking about Freddie Gibbs.
I don't know what he could have been talking about.
Yeah.
He could have said Gibbs, and I don't know who he could have been talking
about. Right, okay.
Or what. So did you think about that?
No, I didn't think about that. I guess
he might just be saying some weird stuff we don't understand.
I guess I can do that with any conversation. Anybody can say anything and go, well, I don't know, maybe they said something else that I don't understand.
Well, like when a woman says, I don't love you anymore.
She could be talking about anything.
Yeah, she could be saying, I don't bont you, bont boo.
Tenny more.
And which doesn't make any sense.
I goat bont you tenny more. And then I go, well, that doesn't make any sense. I love you still. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm sure you do too.
I'm sure you do too. I don't know what I don't bounce anymore means, but you are one silly girl, and you do make me laugh, and you make me happy, and I want to be with you forever, so I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Please drive home now.
We're not going to say another word.
I'm not going to say another word to you if you keep talking all this nonsense. You are so pretty.
Anyway, I put earplugs in, so if you tried to say anything, I don't hear it.
Don't try and say
I put
anything.
earplugs in.
A lady's trying to break up with you and you put earplugs in. I can't hear you.
A lady's trying to break up with you and you're like, oh, your fingers are crossed, right?
Your fingers are crossed behind your back right now. You're probably playing a big prank on me. And then after you're going to say gotcha, and I'm just going to assume that's what you're saying. You can go home for now.
I hate when women do that prank where they break up with you, so you keep going out with them and like following them everywhere, and then they get a lawyer to prank you with a restraining order.
Yeah, and then the judge is pranking you.
Yeah.
By telling you that you violated some made-up restraining order. Because I thought it was a restraining order, and I don't know what that is. So it didn't make any sense to me. I was in the courtroom, and I was like, I don't know what a restraining order is. Is that like a pastrami sandwich? And he said, you are being ridiculous. And then I got convicted of contempt. And I did feel like he had a lot of contempt.
You got convicted of l'attempt?
Yeah, I said, what's l'attempt? And then he said, you're a buffoon. And I said, I know you are, but what am I?
Well, did that work?
Yes, I won the case. I mean, I don't know if I won the case, but I ran really fast out of there and nobody could catch me, and now I'm home.
What do you mean I bun the case?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about that I got the peth sentence? I don't know what the damn peth sentence is. This is me sitting in an
I gotta go
chair.
to the Zoelectric Zaire.
Whatever you say, weirdo. Yeah, I've never heard of Frizen. I don't understand how I'm on Keth Row right now. The guards are furious. They're so pissed. They hate hearing me say all these things, and I just will not listen. What do you mean, my crass meal? I'm not going to eat a crass meal. I would like a normal meal like every other day, please. Thank you.
Also, can I get a Lee's burger?
Let me get a Lee's burger. And then they brought me a cheeseburger, and I was like, I don't know how you understood what I was saying, because I was talking nonsense. If you live in a world,
I do want a cheeseburger,
though. but no nonsense, I would like a cheeseburger, and I'll have a chocolate milk. If you live in a world of nonsense, nobody can be mad at you.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what anybody's saying.
Yeah, at any time, no.
We should have a full nonsense podcast.
I feel like that would make our podcast go through the roof.
I mean, we wouldn't have to cuss or be crass. People just tune in and we'd be like, Fim to Bob, welcome, Wednesday tomorrow.
Or we could do stuff like, muck you, brother Lucker.
Yeah. Muck all the brother Luckers in the Kai-D Pef in Jizreel.
Yeah.
Committing a penicide.
I'm sick of these motherfucking Ms. Baileys committing yizicide.
How you gonna do that to the Rosins? Stop being mean to the Rosins. Stop blowing up Raza.
And stop blowing up their last biddle.
Yeah. You signed that fake fleece deal, and then you kept flomming them. Stop flomming the Rosins, Jizreel. And you can think anything about what we just said.
I don't think what we just said made any sense.
I don't think what we just said made any sense. I think it just sounded like a bunch of gobbledygook, which is my favorite word.
Gobbledygook. I know exactly what that is.
It's the only word that I understand.
I only understand words like gobbledygook and nonsense.
Yeah, I was going to say gobbledygook, nonsense. Sometimes being described as a nincompoop can make sense to me.
A judge tried me as a nincompoop. Said they tried me as a nincompoop, so I got off.
Yeah, I got the goofy sentence. I got sentenced to goofy amount of years for being a nincompoop and a Nimrod.
And the goofiest amount of years you could give me is 0, because I am guilty.
It's either 0 or 1,000. But it's 0
you gave
because
me 1,000,000 years.
It's 0 because I did do that. What if you had a lawyer that you get into court and your lawyer's like, it's going to be fine. We're going to get you off the case. And then like he stands up and he's like, Judge, I think for what my client did, he should get 1 million years. And you're like, what? And he's like, it's fine. If we say 1 million, they won't give you that much. They'll probably only give you like 100. And that's way less than 1 million.
I'm getting you down by so much.
Because he wants to give you a lot of years. So if we act like we're cool with it and we want even more years, he'll try and be tough and give you way less years. You'll probably only get like 100 to 300 years.
You only get like 1 to 2 lifetimes, probably.
And if you're a vampire, you'll get out.
You're a vampire, right?
You're a vampire, right? I usually work with vampires. So for them, 300 to 900 years is a light sentence.
I keep fucking up by scheduling it during the day, though. Most of my clients are dead.
None of my clients can come to the court. What if that's how a lawyer tried to get out of a client not showing up for court? Your Honor, I regret to inform you that my client is, dramatic pause, a vampire. He cannot go out in the sun. It would be a death sentence to make him come here. And they're like, well, he's convicted of multiple counts of murder.
And it's Texas.
He is facing
By the way,
death
we're in
sentence.
Texas right now.
Well, you can't convict my client of the death sentence because he's already dead. and you have a gang member dressed like Dracula. You have a guy from a Texas gang dressed like Dracula.
H-Town tattoo.
Yeah, he has H-Town tatted on his neck.
Yeah, he has the zip code to use. He has the zip code on his neck.
That is the zip code to Transylvania. This is not an ordinary man, Your Honor. This is a vampire. You must acquit, or else he will wreak havoc in the prison.
He will drink everybody's blood, and then you'll have a prison full of Draculas.
And they're like, sir, respectfully, this is a man who I've seen in my courtroom over the course of the last 10 years for petty crimes and has now escalated to murder, and he was wearing plastic fangs with a poorly constructed white face paint and red lips. I do not believe he's a vampire.
He's pretending to be a fake vampire to hide that he's a real vampire.
And then he's simply putting on a vampire costume because you mortals can't understand that most vampires don't dress like Dracula. They dress just like you and I.
Anyone in this courtroom could be Dracula.
I might be Dracula.
Do you ever notice I'm always picking up all these cases from Draculas?
Sir, every client you bring in here, you dress like Dracula. And you say they can't be convicted of the death penalty because they're a vampire. I have never once believed it. And then the gang member's like...
He turns into a bat and flies away.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually a vampire. And he's like, see?
Great, now I gotta go catch him, and you guys look like a fool.
Now I gotta go and I look dumb. And I look stupid.
You know how hard it is to catch this guy to get him in for court?
You know how hard it is to be a vampire lawyer? These guys are always turned into bats and flying away, going to a big old castle.
I gotta go to the one castle in Houston where they all live. They turned the castle into a trap.
That castle's packed with vampires smoking crack. I gotta go up that long, winding hill in rain, and the weather's way different than everywhere else in Houston. It's always raining and muggy.
Oh, damn it, I shit my pants. This day couldn't get any worse. I just shit my pants.
Also, I shit my pants. I know that's not mythical, and I know that's
it's
not...
It's just shit if you want to see it. If you need proof of everything.
If you just want proof of every single thing that's going on...
Because this guy's showing you all this proof. I got a turd in my pants.
I got a turd in my pants if you want to see that. You've already seen a bat today.
You've seen a bat and a gun with fingerprints on it.
And yeah, the gun has his fingerprints on it. Those are vamp fingerprints. Don't touch it. You'll get the itch. I have to be careful in this line of work because I myself have been close to becoming a vampire.
Anyway, I'm going to turn into a bat, fly to the castle.
I'm going to turn into a bat. Listen, I was turned into a vampire so I could represent these guys for 1 million years. I'm kind of like the Robert Duvall in The Godfather.
Which Marlon Brando
is a vampire.
Yeah, Marlon...
Just so you know.
Marlon Brando in the movie is a vampire. They just never talk about it.
Before I leave the courtroom, I just want to let you know that The Godfather is a vampire movie. Marlon Brando's Dracula. Everybody else is also vampires. Al
Francis
Pacino's a
Ford
vampire.
Coppola made Dracula because that's the movie he originally wanted to make.
He only made Dracula because he wanted The Godfather to be Dracula. And then people were obsessed with mafiosos. But he knew that the toughest guys in the world were vampires and Draculas.
He edited it very, very smartly to make it a mob movie.
He did it very subtly. But knowing that, go home and look. Once again, the court case is over. I'm leaving. There's shit in my pants. I'm going to turn to a bath. But
By the way, you guys might notice in The Godfather, Marlon Brando's character dies in the sun.
Why?
Case closed.
Because case closed. Is that the case for today? Have we forgotten about my client? Can we just talk about The Godfather? Go back and watch it. You'll notice.
I order everyone in this courtroom to go watch The Godfather when you get home.
I bring my own gavel. I declare that everybody must go home and watch The Godfather.
Also, I brought my own gavel, so not guilty.
They are vampires. Not guilty. Scarface is also a vampire movie. A Cuban vampire in Miami.
It's kind of a fantasy because Cubans can't be vampires.
If you look close, the cocaine he's doing is blood. But Cubans can, of course, not be vampires because Fidel Castro outlawed all vampirical acts when he took over Cuba. Everybody knows that. That's why the U.S. wanted to take over Cuba, because the U.S. is full of vampires. George Bush is a vampire, Your Honor. Your Honor? Abraham Lincoln was a vampire. Case closed.
Your Honor, Jesus Christ, vampire.
Ooh.
He died because he was out in the sun.
A lot of people don't know that Jesus Christ was a vampire. He did not die from the crucifixion. And
he died from being out in the sun.
And the only reason that he resurrected is because
they put him on a cross because he's a vampire.
Mm-hmm. And that's what
left
you do
him out in the sun.
And that's what you do to vampires. Left him out in the sun.
And they put stakes in his body.
That's actually, they did totally kill him all the ways that you kill a vampire. They totally killed him. Jesus was totally killed. Jesus was definitely a vampire now that you say it, actually. Holy shit. I never thought about it that way. And the only reason he came back to life is because they put him in the dark for 3 days.
Yeah. Well, they don't say in the Bible he came back as a bat.
And if he's
caves are full of bats, so he probably left in there.
And if he's a vampire, that means that God, his dad, is Dracula.
And heaven is Transylvania.
In the beginning, God made the heavens and the earths, and everybody on the earths was a vampire because all of earths was Transylvania. And so was heaven. And everywhere is Transylvania.
This is kind of starting to feel like the opposite of comedy where it scares you.
I hate that.
Yeah. I'm sorry if you guys are getting scared. I hope you did not put your baby in front of this because they keep hearing about vampires and Dracula.
Yeah, and they're probably going like...
Yeah, and babies hate Dracula.
They also hate Nosferatu.
Who? Oh.
He's the other guy. He's for copyright reasons or whatever, is also Dracula, but they can't call him that.
Yeah. Fake Dracula.
I like Nosferatu. He seems cool.
Nosferatu fucked my bitch.
He does fuck bitches in that movie, right? I didn't see it.
I think
Nosferatu like gets pussy in that movie.
I've not seen all. There's 3 movies. I haven't seen one of them. That's crazy.
You haven't seen any?
If there's 3 Nosferatus, statistically I should have seen one.
You haven't seen the original?
No.
The original's cool. I've watched it. It's a silent film.
Oh.
But I think it's only a silent film because...
If it's a silent film, you can talk during it, right?
Yes.
Oh, my buddy's going to that movie to have a conversation.
People are mad at you, and you're like, just read it.
It's silent.
We're talking about pussy.
We're in the back talking about places bodies are buried.
We're talking about, I buried a body under the bridge. I buried a body in the Silver Lake
And they'll never
Reservoir.
find out it's me. Aha!
in the back of a theater admitting to crimes. I killed a woman I picked up off a fig. And then
Aha!
dumped her in the LA River. Ha ha! Right on the east side. You like that?
No one's found her body. Aha!
Good thing nobody can hear me because we're in the movies. Nobody can hear my ass.
Your client, it was a silent movie? Or, Your Honor, it was a silent movie? My client was at a silent movie?
My client was allowed to talk about that. It was a silent movie. This evidence is not admissible. Just because
he was basically at a book. Oh, he's at a silent movie. It's basically the library.
He pretty much wrote it in a journal. Yes, my client was at a library loudly admitting to violent crimes. But what you have to understand is that you're not allowed to talk in a library. So the only thing he's guilty of is talking. But nobody could hear him because since you're not allowed to talk in a library, you can't hear when other people talk. That's how it works. Or at least I think. I go into libraries and get really loud. And people tell me to stop, but I don't know why. I look at the librarian.
Oh, great. I shit my pants again.
I also shit my pants again. God, it's hard being a lawyer.
All right, I'm out of here. And they're all like, see you later, Dracula pants shit. Dracula pants shit is
the
his
same
name.
jury every week. Goodbye, jury.
See you guys next week.
Another great case.
I love that I get to pick the jury every single time. The only people in Texas that believe in Dracula.
He's asking the jury, do you believe in vampires? And they're like, well, yes, of course.
Yes.
Wonderful.
You ask us this every week.
Your Honor, I would like them on the jury. The only people in Texas who believe in vampires are this jury. Your Honor, my client is a vampire. I will not continue the case with this jury because they do not believe in Draculas. They do not understand the power of the undead.
They are bigoted against Dracula.
Now, Honor, I know this is not your usual case as my client is a zombie. But he is just as undead as a Dracula is. He's just a little more bitey.
I feel like To Kill a Mockingbird the way you guys is prejudiced against fantastical made-up creatures. You guys is so bigoted against the imaginary.
You will not sentence this innocent zombie to death. He did nothing to that woman, even though she has a large bite mark out of her neck. Always when somebody gets hurt, the whole town looks at the zombie. This poor zombie.
Whenever another person gets turned into a zombie by a zombie, they always look at the town zombie.
Whenever a white woman gets hurt, they always say the zombie did it. But nobody's looking at the rich and the powerful who get away by scapegoating the zombie. This is just a poor, honest zombie. Working on a farm, his arms falling off from the bushels of hay he's been lifting.
Oh, sure, he's eating one of the jury. He needs brains, Your Honor.
Now, who can fault my client for needing to eat brains? God forbid a zombie eats brains. I thought we lived in a free country.
It's Houston, one of the most progressive cities in Texas.
Everybody knows
Texas.
Houston has a long zombie history. We've had zombies from other countries come to this town looking for honest living for years, and we ain't never
set up brain stands.
To set up brain stands, to work in brain factories, and to make cars out of brains. Beautiful cars out of brains. They run off of brains.
Judge, I saw your car outside. It was made of brains.
Judge, I saw your car. I opened up the hood. The whole engine's made of brains. Now, who do you think made that engine? Zombies, Your Honor. Hard-working zombies that you discriminate against with your prejudice practices.
The jury, you're all zombies.
Now, my client, Frankenstein, may seem like an untrustable oaf, but you have to realize he has a mind of a boy because he is made, Your Honor, he is made of your dead mama's brains. You may notice his skin looks similar. It is your father's.
How could you know my client is the Wolfman? It is not night. This could be anyone.
Your Honor, what you don't realize is you think this is a normal man, but on the night of the crime, he became the Wolfman. Now, that's a different man. You can't try Gregory for the crimes of the Wolfman.
You can try. We'll meet back here at midnight on a full moon.
We meet back here at midnight. You can try the Wolfman, because the Wolfman killed that lady. But this is Gregory, and his clothes may be ripped, and he may be bloody.
Come on, Gregory, give us a kiss.
Gregory, kiss me. See, the Wolfman couldn't do that. Gregory just made out with me while I shit my pants. The Wolfman would never do something like that. He'd be eating me the way a wolf would. Your Honor, he told that woman, get away from me, I'm about to transform. And she decided to stay. That is her fault. She is liable for her own death. I will not listen to
Did you see what she
it.
was wearing? An I love getting eaten by wolfmen shirt.
She was eating a Wolfman are not that tough shirt. Now, how do you think a wolf man's going to react to that? She was wearing that damn shirt, talking about how the wolf man cannot eat an innocent woman. That's all the wolf man does, and you know that.
Oh, boy. What an episode we've had so far.
Judge, this RICO case is wrong. You cannot try the monster mash. They are some good boys. I have known Frankenstein, the mummy, Dracula, and the Wolfman for many years.
Dracula's son has nothing to do with this, Sean.
What about a town that's like, yeah, we got a terrible gang problem, and you're like, oh yeah, like Bloods and Crips are like, no, the monster mash. Every night these guys dance down the street.
P. Diddy was in the Monster Mash.
It's the Mummy, Frankenstein, P. Diddy, the Wolfman, and a zombie, and Dracula.
And his son. Dracula and his son.
Yes.
And they did the mash.
And P. Diddy's son.
Yeah.
Who's also known as Dracula's son.
Yeah.
P. Diddy's a bit of a Dracula.
You know, the P stands for Frankenstein.
Yes, it does.
Spelled P-H.
P-H, yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. Frankenstein. That's how it's spelled. And that's how it works. That's how it is. Everybody knows that. Yeah, P. Diddy is kind of like Nosferatu, because you go to his house and you think it's going to be a normal party, and then something horrible happens to you and your life is never the same.
P. Diddy is kind of like a lamp, because he brights up the room.
Well, because you turn him on.
You turn him on, he brights up the room.
He brights up the room.
And recently, people have been trying to replace him.
Mm-hmm. They are. Is P. Diddy the new Dracula?
Is P. Diddy the new lamp?
P. Diddy and a lamp, what do they have in common? You leave your kid with them, something bad can happen.
What if they're doing pageants for the new P. Diddy? They're like, they arrested this P. Diddy, so we need someone else to run the freak-offs.
Oh, they should. They should absolutely have pageants. They can get Young Thug and who supported him? I think Tyga.
Shane Bianchi, Cooper Lyden.
I think Tyga or somebody was like, yeah, don't say no Diddy around me. He's my homie. That was one of his lines in a recent song. Don't say no Dracula around me. Hey,
don't say no in front of me, because I don't take no for an answer.
I don't take no for an answer. I'm P. Diddy. Yeah, I told my friend the other night, I was like, hey, your neck looks good. No Dracula. No Dracula on that. I ain't been sleeping much. No Dracula.
I wish I could just turn into a bat and fly away. No Dracula.
I've been up all night recently. No Dracula.
God, I can't be out in the sun. No Dracula.
Sometimes it's tough to be out in the sun. No Dracula, though.
I'm the star of Bram Stoker's novel, Bram Stoker's Dracula. No Dracula.
I'm a famous character who's been made into multiple horror movies, but most notably from Bram Stoker's Dracula. No Dracula. Hey, I'm created of pieces of dead people, and my brain is marked as abnormal. No Frankenstein. Just so you know, that's not my thing.
We're having Matt Groening on, right?
Yeah, Matt Groening's coming on.
Yeah, when is he getting here?
He should be here in like 7 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's cool. Matt Groening came here to defend his allegations that he's killed every child in the world. So there's no kids anymore.
Yeah.
You ever notice there's no kids anymore? Apparently it's Matt Groening's fault.
Matt Groening did it all. He thought it would be funny.
But Simpsons hasn't been funny for like 20 years.
Yeah, he thought he could animate it into something funny.
All he did was murder every single child in the world.
Who's your favorite comedian? I think mine's Homer.
Bugs Bunny.
You think Bugs Bunny's funnier than Homer?
Bugs Bunny's pretty funny.
You like old school comedy? You watch the classics?
Like Bugs Bunny, Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, I was talking to these bitch-ass comedians, and they were talking about their favorite comics, and they were mentioning all these randos like Richard Pryor or Steve Martin.
Who's Matrice O'Neill?
I don't know who the fuck. I don't know who the fuck Matrice O'Neill is. But he ain't as funny as Bugs Bunny, I'll tell you that much.
I know Bugs Bunny, Homer, George Barlin.
Yeah. Bugs Bunny, Homer, Dewey BK, Flim Norden. I love Slim Forden. Slim Forden's always good.
My name is Slim Forden.
Yes. Yeah, I love Cleve Darden. But none of them are as funny as the guys like Daffy Duck or Donald Duck.
Donald Duck, for that matter. All the ducks.
I love angry comics like Donald Duck. My friend was like, oh, you should check out Lewis Black. I was like, Donald Duck is so much angrier than Lewis Black.
Who is Scootus Back?
I have no idea who Scootus Back is. Sounds like a fucking punk to me. I'll tell you that much. I ain't listening to no Sharia Manford. Okay? I'm listening to the classics like Scooby-Doo.
I've been reading the AI summaries of our episodes, and I'm very curious what this episode is going to say.
It's about nonsense. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
See, me saying that will now it'll be able to make sense of it.
Yeah, it'll be like, this episode's about nonsense.
I'm really glad that with nobody... Do you ask it to summarize it, or does it do it automatically?
It'll say, summarize this video.
Oh. It's so funny that water is being used on that.
Yeah.
That an AI has to listen to our entire podcast and then tell us.
Is water being used when I click that?
I think it's always being used when you use AI. It's got to cool down the servers who are doing the processing.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, everything sucks now, though, so it's okay. I guess. I don't know.
I guess it's all okay.
Well, the problem is every single time that you use ChatGPT, a new mummy gets invented.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sick of the old ones, so maybe this is good for me.
No, all the old ones are still alive. They're undead.
Oh.
So a mummy walks out of the warehouse plant in El Segundo or wherever it is and then starts walking towards L.A. That's why we have this homeless problem. They ain't homeless. They're mummies.
They're mummies.
That's why they're all in rags.
Yeah, okay.
Because they're actually mummies. You need to break some kind of curse and then they'll turn into flies. That's why they have all the flies around them, because they're mummies.
Oh. And also why they're so skinny.
Yeah, a lot of people think I'm mean to the homeless because every time I see a homeless guy, I go, whoa, a mummy! We got to get out of here.
Well, Kurt's mummy was homeless.
Yeah, a lot of guys' mummies are homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of guys...
All their mentally ill mummies.
Sometimes mummies are as dangerous as mummies. Sometimes more.
You know, people think mummies are scary. I think fucking daddies are scary.
Yeah, daddies are really scary. Somebody needs to make the daddy.
Yeah.
They should have a ride at Universal Studios where it's a daddy chasing you.
What's blowing up Borsalbinios? What is that?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't know. I guess. With this bit, I guess I don't know what Blue Universal Bootios is. Or whatever Halloween Borer Nights is.
I don't know shit.
We might just be getting into how bloods talk. We might just be getting into that. Yeah, I'm going to Blue Universal Bluetios. They're like, that doesn't even have season.
I'm going to 86th Street to commit a murder. I'm going to start kanging on everybody.
Yeah, the blood lawyer.
Your Honor, the Bloods are a bunch of Draculas. That's where the name comes from.
What do you think, Your Honor? Now, why would a group of guys call themselves the Bloods? Because they love blood. Because they're Draculas. And you can't convict a Dracula. Because he's going to be in there forever. And that's going to take up too much money from the system. You're going to spend $1 billion keeping this Dracula in jail.
Also, why would a gang call themselves the Zips? It's because they love Zips, Your Honor.
They just love Zip. By the way, that's kind of an aside.
Oh, another aside. I shit on a side of my pants.
I put in a diaper this time, but there's poop in the diaper. I'm just letting you know that.
I don't know how these things work because you still poop in them.
You still poop. It seems the same as when I pooped in my underwear. I don't really understand it. I still got poop in here. I still got to get it out. I still got to put on a new diaper.
Judge, will you change me?
Judge?
You always change me.
Can we please get a recess from court so you can change me? And then I can continue?
Why do you keep telling people, what's it about us? When other people are around, you aren't around, you'll change me.
When nobody's around, you change me and forgive me for my trespasses in court. I want to go.
When no one's around, you say not guilty.
The judge is like, no, I do not. Yes, you do. When everybody leaves the courtroom, you go, actually not guilty. I was too embarrassed to say it in front of everybody, but that guy is actually not getting the death sentence. He's not guilty. But by then, you've already banged the big old stupid wooden hammer.
They take the hammer away, by the way, when you guys leave. He's not allowed to keep the hammer.
So he just pounds on the desk and screams not guilty.
He tried to chase you guys down, but you were gone already.
Telling the jury, just so you know, after you guys leave, he's just going to say not guilty. So, like, whatever you think.
He just wants to act like a big man.
You might as well just say not guilty now, because then that's the verdict. But he wants to act like a big tough guy and say guilty. So when you go in there, just say not guilty. Because that's what he's gonna do anyway. That's what he's gonna agree with. So it doesn't matter.
And then we kiss.
I kiss him when everybody leaves. He kisses and whispers not guilty in my ear. And that's
what the sweet nothings are.
I say, you're so strong. The sweet nothings are nothing is guilty. Nobody's guilty.
He says, in a world where there's no God, how can anyone be guilty?
He says, I can't play God, and then he has sex with me. A lot of my clients get off because I have sex with the judge, and he is gay.
Yeah.
And the judge is...
And that's why my butthole is so loose.
The judge is pounding. He's like, stop it!
I hold you in contempt. And it's like, well, you held me in love last night.
Well, you held me in your arms last night. And you were not contemptuous, I'll tell you that much. You were full of love, Judge. All right.
Well, that was an episode.
Well, thanks for coming to the podcast, and bind the bunny.
Oh, yeah. Lay Sunny.